your kids, your relatives, your friends, these almost 170 people in front of you have worked hard for the last 2 weeks to get ready for tonight. It's a big night for them, it's a big night for me, it's a big night for our entire staff, because this is the evening that we unveil what, at least in rough form, at times maybe very rough form, of what you're going to see here for the next couple of months. And I'll have to say, I think it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be very exciting. You know, most of us know we fought real hard. We lost a director this year, Mr. Taylor. We lost him to South Dole, and that was a real tough thing for us. And I can speak for myself, I think I speak for Miss Lewis and everybody else associated with the program. Probably subconsciously, we worked harder than what we ever have to try to make up for that. The result, and I'm not just counting anything that goes on here because they did an amazing job, you're going to see all but 7 charts. We ended up putting on 64 charts of 71 charts for this show. The entire show is about 8 minutes and 15 seconds. You're going to hear 8 minutes and 15 seconds, and we're going to march about 7 minutes and 20 seconds of it, which is a testament to all the work that's gone on here with your kids, your relatives, your friends, etc. Also, I've got to thank all my staff people. You know, first of all, this is my 21st year here, and I'm just very, very happy with the people that we associate with on a regular basis. I can't imagine any band director has any better than the people he's able to work with every day. My assistant director, and this is her 10th year here, Miss Michelle Lewis. You know it's a good band family whenever my kids call her Aunt Michelle. We have a student teacher this year from UT Knoxville via Cookeville. This is Brian Webster over here. Our middle school directors, Mr. Larry Danner, down here. Miss Kathy Sullivan. Where's Kathy? Over here. The next 16 people I'm going to introduce are our staff. That we pay to come in and do things. The thing that I'm most proud of the next 16 people that we're going to name, 13 of them are Farragut High School band graduates. Some of them are music ed majors, some of them are music performance majors, some of them are getting ready to go that way. We have nursing majors, we have engineering majors, we have some of the finest young people back to work with your kids that you could ever imagine anywhere. Like I said, there's 16 of them. No one's getting, not to discount their abilities, but we'll hold off on the applause and then we'll let them all know how much we appreciate them. Our percussion instructor, a 2000 graduate of here, Stephen Rogers. Our color guard instructor, a 2000, Leslie, where you at, huh? 2006 graduate of here, Leslie Bledsoe. My student teacher from last semester back in the spring, and as of about 3 hours ago, the new band director at Gresham Middle School here in Knoxville, Mr. Ben Norvell.
No kidding.
Working with drum majors and clarinet, Caitlin Rookstool over here. Working with drum majors. Working with Emily Panjapur. Working with all the woodwinds. Her sister, who's getting ready to graduate in music education and become a band director at MTSU, Sarah Panjapur. Working saxophones and doing anything else we want, getting ready to go to Indiana as a saxophone performance major, Stephen Lawhon. Getting ready to go to Michigan State as a French horn major, George Ronoff, down here. One of our tuba instructors, Marcus Jeter, who was an all-state tubist from last year, could not be here tonight because UT Band Camp started today, so he's over learning Rocky Top right now. Working with clarinets, mellophones, a little bit of everything else, getting ready to go to University of Alabama as a music performance major on cello, although he was an all-state clarinet player here, although his design is that you actually use that as a pre-med program, Mr. Andrew Bobbitt, down here. Is Sarah Pipkin here right now?
On her way.
She's on her way? Okay. Working with their flutes and other woodwinds. She's at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, where they just started their band camp. Also Gospel Music Ed Major, Sarah Pipkin. Working with percussion, Hillary Johnson. Hillary's finally back with us from BYU. I think getting ready to go to the University of Georgia. Down here's Hillary. Helping us on percussion for the 3rd or 4th straight year also, Mr. Will Wright. I did it right this year. Last year I introduced him as Will Smith. Working with our color guard as assistant color guard instructor. She's with us all year. Cindy Debnicka. Where's Cindy? Back here in the blue dress. Helping our sideline percussion. We lured her away from South Doyle this year to work that, so I guess we swapped Mr. Tyler for Megan Essington. Megan is down here with her kids. Our majorette instructor, Crystal Gentry. Is Crystal here? I don't know if she was able to make it. They're getting ready to go on vacation. I knew that. And also, somebody that was great enough to come back. Well, actually, one of our band parents, who we're lucky enough to have as a professor in music education, University of Tennessee. He worked with their tubas and brass this week. Dr. David Royce. Dr. Royce here. Out here, thank you. Thank you. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? Now let them know how much we appreciate it. He's not here. He's not here. This year's show is entitled Viva España. I tell the story. I've wanted to do Spanish for a long time. A Spanish show. Mr. Taylor hated Spanish shows. Mr. Taylor ain't here. So we're doing Spanish this year. The best thing about Spanish is it's always easy to attract the audience. It's very listenable. It's very approachable. The bad thing about it, we have to work hard to make sure it doesn't all sound the same. And I think that you'll see them do a pretty tremendous job here in just a minute. The 3 tunes we're going to do, we're doing many of you are old jazz aficionados. Stan Kemp was one of the great big band leaders from back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, until the late 70s. We're going to do one of his standards entitled Malagueña. We're then going to a more contemporary piece from a late 1990s, maybe early 2000s movie called The Mask of Zorro. This is one of the ballads from that called Diego's Goodbye. And then we're going to finish up with a mid-70s Chuck Mangione standard called Econo. I think it's going to be a show you thoroughly enjoy. The way we're going to do it, we're going to stand and play through the whole show, then we're going to set it up on the field, we're going to march it, and then to the pleasure of their ears, we're going to be finished for the 2 weeks. So this time is hopefully the first time you'll hear the entire program. Viva España. Let's go.